All right, so now that we've finished Final Fantasy VI, and we've watched the ending and analyzed everything, this is a bit of a surprise. So I'm going to react to one of the best bits of parody media ever created. This was created back in 2005, and it's called Sega Fantasy VI. And this needs so much more traction. It needs so much more people watching. And it's a crime that this thing doesn't have more viewers or gets more well known, and that's why I'm covering it here. Right? It deals specifically with the console wars of the mid late 2000s, and for context, it's about that time when the PSP, I do believe this is before PS3, right? It's about the PSP becoming more relevant, and what people thought the next generation of gaming consoles is going to be mixed media. So you can't rely on just gaming anymore. You needed to have DVD, you needed it to be able to have play DVDs and in the future Blu-rays and stuff. And this is the beginning of that. Anyways, let's just see what's up. Where's the window? And let's just play it. PS1, the next generation machine. Nintendo Saturn, like Sega Saturn, 64-bit power. N64, fun for everyone. The 3DO, the Black Knight. All right, let's take this data. Let's go. Whoa, that's a little bit loud. Let me turn down the volume a little bit. Maybe around here. And, yep. Look at all them cool consoles. And who's the bad guy here? Who's Kefka? Welcome, everyone. Was so surprised. I was so sure you'd come. I went and wrote a speech. I do hope you find it appropriate for the occasion.
He is a scalper.
He has a PSP. Just how far were you willing to go to destroy the game industry, PSP? I have acquired the greatest power known to consoles. Behold! Behold this enormous LCD screen. Do you think you could pose a threat? The game-only machine will die, and all the games will come to me. But there are also things that only pure game machines can do. No one wants those things anymore. Why do things persist when they already know that they aren't selling? That's not what's important. What's important are the things like games interesting. Does it convey to players? And is Sega... Wait. What does it convey to the players? And is Sega as we know it really gone forever? Yes. Yes, it is. This is also at the cusp of Sega becoming a game-only company. Sega Saturn, if we find those answers for the next generation, isn't that enough? And have you found those answers in that dying world you chose to inhabit? We have. Heart that goes to gaming. Classics to be passed on. Make games for the children of the world. This is N64. The multiplayer. The legacy of our friends. The people accept me the way I am. Says Dreamcast. Virtual Boss says mustaches. The brats who find me adorable, says the GameCube. I love that the GameCube. We'll notice all of the characters being represented here in a little bit, but There we go. PSP says, then I should erase them all from your lives. The very thing that gives you sustenance. PSP, stop! Not the UMDs! Those chonkers! I have absorbed the greatest power in this world in my very being. You have nothing but garbage. Lower than garbage, lower than scum. Will never forgive you, PSP. Garbage should fight amongst itself. Oh no, not the old retro consoles. Have at it, weaklings. And we have, okay. Just looking at all the consoles here. PS1, Sega Saturn, N64, 3DO, the Wonder Swan, the Virtual Boy, the Xbox, the PCFX, my goodness, DC's Dreamcast, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, and GameCube. Right. Okay, if you don't recognize this guy on the left here, he is the PC Engine. So talk about obscure. And all of its various upgrades. There goes the memory card. The PC Engine Buster. Alright, the PCFX is going to attack. Virtual Tetris coming from the Virtual Boy. The chonky Xbox. Ramming it with the body. Projectiles have no effect on the Xbox. We're gonna dance with the Earth Blues there. What are we gonna throw? Notice that there's unlimited... Okay. Okay. Look at all the games being thrown away by the Virtual Boy. We have the Virtual Boy, Bushido Blades 1 and 2. Radiator Stories. As in the... Instead of... I don't know what Radiator Stories is. We have Unlimited Saga in the items that could be thrown. Final Fantasy VIII and Xenosaga. So these are all junk games that's being lauded and being thrown away. Virtual Boy. Yep. Pac-Man being called. Heaven's Voice. I don't remember. Oh, was that the Jaguar? Was that the Jaguar 64? Xbox Lives. Blue Breaker. Special Tech. Alright. Unlimited Saga, throwing Star Ocean. Quadruple Throw. Kusoge. Bugs. Censored. Oh no, he's trying to heal but cannot write to memory. The absolute cinema of all this. The absolute cinema from all of these references. My goodness. Alright, let's keep going. And who's the next thing? It is the original Famicom being upgraded to the Famicom Disk System. Not Robbie the Robot. Yep, Game Boy Advance. Oh, low battery from the GameCube. No, I'm talking from the original Game Boy. Not the freaking rocket punches. GameCube doing a Kirby Air Raid. Let's attack. Let's use our tools. We have a Rumble Pack. And the Gyromite. The man in green is here as a summon. There goes Rob, being hit to the moon. Alright, we're gonna use a controller pack now to heal up. Oh no, not the power glove, it's so bad! Oh no, the Game Boy Advance is down. What are we gonna do? Use the Triforce. Stop throwing discs at us, Famicom Disk System. Oh no, not the ultrasonic waves emanating from the controller. And with the Triforce of Nintendo consoles, you are going down. Oh no, not the Genesis. Also, aka the Mega Drive. Genesis.16 16-bit. Upgraded with a CD system. The 32-bit extension. Not the Mega Drive life support tower. Let's mug him. Let's steal stuff from him with a mug. Nothing worth stealing from the Sega CD. Not the golden axe. Oh man, all of these and a sword check from the 3DO. Visual memory unit. Giving everybody a bit of RAM expansion. Unable to read cartridge. Okay. Just by the way, it's such a callback from the... If you have a Sega Saturn, that is your memory card. The unable to read cartridge is one of the absolute worst things that you could actually see. It is literally one of the worst complaints of the Sega Saturn with their memory card. It is literally your memory card's been corrupted. So yeah, there's that. And in the meantime, are people even still here? Oh well, I don't know what happened to the viewership, but let's go ahead and continue. The Sword of Sodan. Sodan these. Oh. Another classic Genesis reference. Oh no. Saturn's gonna strike with a bunch of the Saturn logos. Oh, there it goes. Soul Calibur. Yep. One of the only a few good games on the Dreamcast. Well, Dreamcast has a ton of really good games, to be fair. And with that, well, looks like you're not as bad as I thought. You're next, PSP. Very well. Then I shall show you the power which an Ice Snarl God himself. Behold. And the PSP is here. Let's see all the references from the PSP. Slightly more high-def PSP than the rest of these pixelated dudes. Classics, masterpieces, epics. From where did they come, and where do they go? I'll destroy every last shred of them. No, don't give them unreliable batteries. Their maximum HP has gone down to 1. Throwing the Senno Saga. This is brutal. Holy Demons Lightstone. Beat Mania. The original thing to Guitar Hero. Great. Defective square button. Oh no. They've all been defected. But we have backwards compatibility. We had backwards compatibility between... this is a reference to the transfusions spell where you give up your life to heal up the other character. But yeah, we have backwards compatibility between Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. Gunpei. One of the only good games on the Wonder Swan. But Wonder Swan had a Super Robot Wars as well, which is wild. Alright. CCFX is going to do his dance. Chunky Boy going down. Xbox Live! Second half. Why do you so strongly resist when you know you have no future? They say public opinion lowers the moment eyes are laid on your graphics, and yet you persist. All you have to do is steal from the past. Sequels and remakes are all what the public wants. Even back in 2005, this was relevant. This is a 20-year-old animation, and still, the more things change, the more things stay the same. That's not true. New games and new experiences are what the public truly wants. There's no way that will sell. You've seen this conservative world for yourselves. That is why I absorbed movies and music into my being. We could no longer survive on games alone. And even if that is true, we will keep making games until that day arrives. I see. In that case, we shall settle this here and now. No, not a startup failure. Insta-dead. Use a blitz attack for the infinite loop. Oh, Xbox is gonna brute force. And down goes the PCFX. Don't call tech support. Please hold, your call is important to us. Yep. That's what happens when you call tech support. It's gonna be a while, Kefka. Or PSP. Uh-oh, here comes the UMD attacks. Okay, the memory works this time. Oh, and by the way, this is the original tech from Cyan. Why Cyan's so bad. Not TFT! Umaru gave his life. The sword tech real. Nice. PSP is going to trans. It's changed to a PSX. Using the Sony timer. Everybody gets a turn. Resetting the Sony timer so that it could abuse in-game states. And who is the actual culprit behind the PSP? Oh, PSP is in fact the Pocket Station. One of the most reviled bits of hardware of them all. If you didn't know what the Pocket Station was, it is a memory card replacement with an LCD screen that you could actually play mini games on it, but very little mini games. Things like Tokimeki Memorial was compatible with the Pocket Station, if I remember. And down goes PSP. He was the Pocket Station all along. The whole place is falling apart. I've come to help, says NG Pocket. Neo Geo Pocket's come to help. Hurry! The airship's parked outside. Alright, everyone, let's move it. We all need to work together if we're gonna survive. PlayStation? Oh, there goes the PlayStation's memory card. No! What will it do? The power of old consoles is leaving this world. So that's why the PlayStation 2 is having trouble. Or the PlayStation is having trouble. Everyone follow me. With the few remaining moments left to me, I shall show you the way out. And yes, we have the entire outro of this being played. It is redonkulous. But that battle is only half of the parody. Like the second half of the parody here is just all console references and in-game Final Fantasy references. And here's the 3DO as the 3DO Real. You don't even remember the 3DO, do you? That 3DO, hit the triangle button. Oh, but I'm not good with polygons. Oh my goodness. 3DO as Cyan as 3DO. Real 2, wake up Real 2. Oh no, not the Real 2 consoles. And the 3DO Tri. Oh no. These consoles are dead on arrival. Sub, curse you the Empire. Wonder Swan, a tiny little handheld. Wonder Swan was lauded for being it is a throwback of a console. Wait here, I'll look for something you can cross on, says the Dreamcast. Hold it. The technique of the old world may still prove to be useful yet. Right? What do you have to say, right, Gunpei? You know, you take a real good look. You're even better looking than Naomi. Alright, I'll help, but only if you'll be my woman. Oh no. Okay, I accept, but if you can beat me at gambling, that is, if you think you're up to it. And the Mario and Luigi coins. Nintendo 64. As well as the GameCube. Being Sabin and being brothers. The GameCube playing Sabin and Nintendo 64. I went against your wishes. I thought even with discs I can handle anything the kids throw at me. That's why I tried to become stronger. Let's settle it with this coin. Heads you win, tails I win. Winner can do whatever he wants. So here we go. The older brother here with the friggin' Mario coin. Yeah, the older brother here being the Mario and Luigi brothers, and the friggin' 64 being the last Nintendo console to not use discs, right? Yeah. Well, to be fair, newer, handhelds used cartridges still. But GameCube is just, I want to use discs. And help me, Koopo. And he's a Crane Game prize now. I'm not one of those Crane Game prizes, Koopa. Oh, he fell. Koopa! And he fished him. And a 3DO. Saved. And Xbox being an absolute chonky boy. Referenced as the Umaro the Yeti. The door won't open. Grav. Chonky Xbox. Boo. Gra. And the PCXX, yeah, I'm your boss, Koopa. You're gonna join our party, Koopa. Gra. Although I'm the one outselling you these days. My goodness. Xbox being an absolute chunker is still of a unit is still being played. Neo Geo Pocket. Oh yeah, Neo Geo Pocket being lauded as just an emulator of sorts for the Neo Geo consoles is just funny. Yeah. We have to press a set of buttons at the same time. Neo Geo Pocket linked with the Dreamcast. Oh, I think it could link with the Dreamcast. I think. I have no idea. I don't remember the exact hardware limitations. Yep. And off he goes. And the PL as Pladia. Wait, Pladia? Oh, is it the reference to the fact that is that the original?
This is such an odd sequence.
Yep. It is. Just give me a second while I look at who said that. It is literally, like you missed all of the. Well, you weren't here for most of it, I think, Mana. But it is a. I'm not sure if you were here or not, but it is just a reference to the entire gaming culture back in 2005 and how consoles are dying out. And Pladia as Gao. Yep. It's just gonna rage and leap. Do you make awful games?
I was listening, but I was playing a game with my mom.
What one really wants. What will you do, my dear? I wait for your words. Throwing a little memory card. And the Dreamcast as the Dreamcast or Celeste. And Sega Saturn as Locke. So the last Sega consoles. No, not the freaking battery. Those things are really hard to find, right? I will never let go. Thank you, Saturn. And the PlayStation 1. PS1, PlayStation. No, not the last memory card. as the father. Yeah, Super the SNES as the father, parallel PlayStation. Old machines are leaving this world, perhaps even you, whose blood flows also through my veins. Yeah, it is a reference to the fact that Nintendo was a predecessor. But if as a console you're able to find something real, stay real, I'm sure. Oh no, I could no longer fight. I have lost all strength with which I could. I will remain here as parents to those children, not the Game Boy Colors and the friggin' Nintendo the Game Boy SP, Advanced SPs, and Realm being portrayed as Game Boy Advance. Oh, my Game Boy. I think my time is coming. Hey, Grandpa. If you don't hurry up, I'm leaving you behind. Give me your link cable. I'll pull you along. Aww. We're gonna give Game Boy link cables to be pulled along. Thank you for troubling me. Literally on life support. I was only for a while, but I'm glad I got to see you again. Aww, so sad. Huh? Grandpa? And Virtual Boy, the oddball of the Nintendo handheld family. Ostracized.
Odd and sad, the sequence.
Oh my goodness. Go away, Interceptor. No, not the Pikachu station. Pocket Pikachu station or something. I can't remember what it's called. It's the one where you have the Pokemon as a Tamagotchi of sorts. Take care. It looks like I'll finally be free of that pest. Greet him for me for me, Lynx. Oh no, not the Lynx. And what's this? The Game Boy. The Game Boy. Only his cartridge remains. Grandpa! Where'd you go, Grandpa Game Boy? Ironically, I think the Game Boy hardware will be easier to... Yeah, Grandpa! Fear not, GBA, for my hardware lives on inside you. Aww. Take care. Nowadays, I think the hardware for the Game Boy is much longer lived. Turning down the volume of my old TV. Off they go. Follow me. Says PS1. Like I said, I didn't actually explain the Wonder Swan. It is actually a... no, not the Last Crystal. It is a handheld that went back to basics. It said we should have just ink graphics like the Game Boy to save on the memory. People will appreciate the games when they have a lot more battery life. I think that was the gist of it. The PlayStation powers is fading. Not the little Game Boy Color kids. But yeah, out of all this, I think people remember the Game Boy Color more fondly. And the Game Boy SPs are having children. Come on, SP. I can still... Yep. We've all fallen down. But it's just so meant, like, still fight. Oh no, where'd the Sega Saturn go? Where's PlayStation? And Saturn. Yep, the original theme coming in. What's this? Not the controllers. Hardware with built-in clock, eh? To think that it became unable to read disc after only 1 year. Oh dear. That's no problem, just a bit over. Even on those days, disc problems. The Jaguar? Let's drop this Xbox statue on Naomi's head. Eh. This is only big. It'll take over 3 years for it to actually start selling. Oh wow. All these. And here's the big draw of the day. The fabled bunt home run. Bid starts at 1 yen. Oh, as always, no claims, no returns. Anyone? Say how many bits you are anyway. 32 bits. I'm the next generation machine. Oh dear. Neo Geo CD says, Pocket Station. I can no longer allow you to carry on with your foul deeds. 100 Mega Shock. Bomb. You think you can beat me with such a slow loading time? Oh. Ooh. That's a low blow on the Pocket Stations. And the Emperor's the PS2. Have you gone mad? Mad? Whatever do you mean, Emperor? And aren't you just barely one step away from being just a DVD player? Oh, the burns. You. How could you get away with saying such things? DualShock. Ha, you think your little tricks can defeat me? Oh, 90 gods of war, strike down this DVD player before me. And down goes the PlayStation 2. I take back a part of being a DVD player. Because you see, Emperor, you will no longer be able to play, read DVDs. Aww. Man. The burns. Since you came all this way, I think I'll allow you to continue to function within my being. And by drawing in the power of the memory of the PS2, Pocket Station performs a start of a new generation of PSPs. And there we are. At last, we have an alkali battery for the dying console. Who's Sid being played as? Not the... Oh god. Not the Game Gear. The thing about this, if you recall, Game Gear was so advanced as a handheld console at its time.
No,
but
Live Game Gear.
Live Game Gear, yep. But the thing about the Game Gear is that it requires you use 6 AA batteries at a time, and that thing drains 6 AA batteries within a few hours. It is literally the worst battery life of a console ever. Eat this battery, you feel better. I don't think I could last much longer. No. It is literally what it feels like. You have to go out and buy new batteries every few days. Thank heavens you're all right, said the master. This couldn't. I'll never die. Even if they take me off the shelves, I'll live on through eBay. Hooray! That's what most consoles feel like now. Come on, Cube. I'll now teach you my greatest technique. On the Apple Pippin. Not the friggin' Pippin killing off everybody. Why can't I beat you? Says the PS1. Game Boy Pocket. Mommy, is something wrong? Go back inside, Game Boy Pocket. No! Mommy, help! And then you turn into the PSX to destroy the cruel Apple Pippin. Understand everyone's feelings. I understand now. I can still fight. I can still help protect everyone and our future. This is Saturn's power memory, not his memory card. It looks like he jumped off to save the PlayStation. But he fell from this height, even Saturn would. Yeah, he's not like a Nokia phone after all. But we've still got his power memory. I'm sure that both Saturn and PlayStation are still alive. This is a triumph. I'm positive they are. There we go. Oh! They've given birth! Hooray! The next generation of gaming consoles! It is the DS! The next handheld generation is here. Wait, it's time for us all the handheld consoles to go.
Huzzah.
Thank you everything you've done for us. May both of you live happily. And please don't forgive us. Don't forget us. We'll never forgive you if you do. Damn it, I misread it. Don't forget the retro consoles, folks. Well, then, shall we go home? Off they go. Wait a sec, it's Mom. Hooray, they're still alive. Why would you go that far to help me, Sega Saturn? I told you, didn't I? Sega's the toughest company in the world. Aww. Thank you, Saturn. Even if they don't make consoles anymore. Now, how the hell do we get back up? Mommy, are you okay? Yep. All these kids, what are you doing here? So all these little kids are... We can't stay any longer. There goes all the Game Boy Colors. Goodbye, Mommy. Off to their destiny. Ugh. I love this string section so much. Yep. Original game Final Fantasy VI on 1994 in Square. So already this was a retro reference by the time this came out. Original music by Nobuo Uematsu. Oh, the GameCube didn't make it. No, the Game Gear. He's gonna join them into the old retro bin in the sky. Look at all them flash clouds. And that, my friends, is what I consider the best retro parody of all times. It literally has everything. It has everything. It has so much nuance. It has so many references. It is jam-packed with 2005 nostalgia of the console wars back then and what it was like. This was just before the PS3. Nintendo DS was just coming out. And it just parodied everything.
What a fascinating sequence.
Yep, it is absolutely... but it's just me being old, I think. And this was Flash animation days, so this would have fit right into Newgrounds if it was translated properly back then. But yeah, this is old lost media. This parody is 20 years old, and by the time back then, it was already on the cusp of being um, when gaming was being outdated, and even back then, um, gaming was becoming second fiddle to gaming plus the next big thing was gaming consoles having media capabilities. So UMDs were going to be the next big thing. DVD players, it was going to be the next big thing. PS3 was going to have Blu-ray, which was going to be the next big thing. And in retrospect, so many different things. So many, like my favorite sequence of all of that was this one. Um, where is the this line? Yep, yep. This line from PSP. Why do you so strongly resist when you know you have no future? They say public opinion lowers the moment eyes are laid on your graphics, and that you still persist. You have to do is steal from the past. Sequels and remakes are all what the public wants. That's not true. New games and new experiences are what the public truly wants. There's no way that will sell. You've seen this conservative world for yourselves. That is why I absorb movies and music into my being. You can no longer survive on games alone. And even if that is true, we will keep making games until that day arrives. Aw. I see, in that case, we shall settle here and now. Yep. Absolutely, absolute cinema. Both hands up, absolute cinema.
Too close to modern day.
Yep. The more things change, the more things stay the same. And yep, I'm going to stop recording.